a lot of audience members that I speak with personally as well sometimes kind of get lost in the weeds of understanding the importance of saving money, planning for the future, and maybe one day retiring, or if they're aggressive enough in a certain way, trying to get on a fast track for early retirement. This kind of this quote sort of FIRE movement, right?
Right.
So before we get into the minutia of a lot of these issues, I want to first ask you, what's been sort of your general mini biography, life experience, and when did you retire and how have you been enjoying it so far?
First thing, right now I'm 57. Okay. I retired at 54. So I've been retired right at 3 years now. And I consider myself a dad. You know, you probably weren't expecting that answer. I got 4 children between 24 and 31. So I'm used to dealing with that generation of people, and they get an awful lot of dad advice. Okay. So, hey, I grew up in Indiana. I'm a Midwest guy. I'm a mechanical engineer, and I worked at a company, worked in industry, manufacturing for 32 years. I took on leadership roles. I worked as an engineer for 3 years. I was an average engineer. And then I went into leadership, and I was a production leader, a maintenance leader, became a plant manager. I was plant manager at 3, plants over my career. One of the roles I had, I was asked to create my dream role, and I did internal consulting for the same company I worked for on reliability and maintenance. And that really, leads into why I started a YouTube channel. I retired at 54, and the advice I give people is retire to something, not from something. So I love the coaching and mentoring of people. I liked finding people in the organization that were like a diamond in the rough. They had some problems that they need to polish out, but they were a talent. And I love finding them and helping them and sharing my experience, sharing failures I've had, successes I've had with those people, and growing. Well, when I was 54, I wasn't getting enough time doing that coaching and mentoring. I was running a business, and that was just taking up 70% of my time. So I said, hey, I'd like to start my own consulting business. Okay, so consulting in reliability and maintenance. Okay, and that was a subject matter expert I happened to be in, how to drive culture change in that area. But I developed I would say a global expertise. I've written a book. I talk at national conferences, and I started YouTubing on reliability and maintenance. But then a whole lot of people started asking me, how'd you retire so early? So then it got into my Midwestern values of how I was raised, how I treated money, debt, and saving, and then things kind of evolved from there. So my goal is to help people. I loved my career, but I reached a point where, hey, I financially, I was okay to retire, and I wanted to reach something where I could help people. And then that reliability and maintenance aspect, where I've written books and I talk at conferences and have YouTube, I started getting a lot of questions about personal finance. And I'm telling you right now, 2/3 of my videos are personal finance. And, I don't give specific financial advice, but I can tell you about my journey, and I can tell you about the emotions that are involved in retirement. And it's a big deal. Just because you have enough money doesn't mean you're not going to have problems in retirement. So I help people bridge that gap from, working life to retirement life. And I enjoy it a lot. And I make a couple videos a week.
Joe's channel is absolutely incredible, and it just has so much amazing wisdom general. So I'm going to include all of his information in the description and pin comments below. So, after you watch this video, check out Joe's channel, subscribe to his channel.